This is I think it was Emmanuel Ramel, one of them guys from Chicago. I think he's a mayor, one with Obama, and one of them. But he said, you never let a good crisis go to waste. You know what I mean? Like anytime there's a massive crisis or thing, that's an opportunity for them to overreach, to do things and try to get humanity to go along with things that they normally would not have accepted. But because of the crisis or the situation at hand, that they can get it done. You know what I mean? So they're going to try.
Are we recording right now?
What's good, Block Nation? I'm Queen.
I'm D.
And I'm Maverick. Welcome to Block Nation. Yes, we are back with another episode. Make sure you guys text Block Nation to 26786 to get our text opt-in, to get updates when we go live, have merch, anything that we have going on. You get a text and hear from us first. Also, shopblocknation.com. Head on over to shopblocknation.com to get your Block Nation merch. So,
damn.
That's trash. But we don't want to go too deep because we already know YouTube's a little sensitive. So we'll go on to the next topic, which is education. So basically, that's another issue we have is unequal access to quality education. So I mean, I know I'm a product of this. With me being, so I'm from if you heard of it, if you heard of Duke University is in Durham, North Carolina, for those that didn't know. Okay, so I'm from Durham, where it's a little rougher. So I went to all low performing schools, and at a point in time before we were in Durham, we were in a place called Oxford, which is predominantly white. I was in a predominantly white elementary school, which is also, I think at the time it was a top 10 elementary school in the state. But the quality education that I received at that elementary school compared to the education I received in Durham, which is predominantly Black or, melanated people, was just night and day. Like the teachers were different. The teachers cared at the school, at the predominantly white school, a little bit more than they did at this school. This was but that stuff stayed with you. I'm 29 years old and I still remember the difference, how I got treated. You know what I'm saying? It was just, how, just the principles, like everything is different. So, and that affects your life. So we definitely need to touch on that because this is affecting everybody.
Well, when it comes to education, and I know you guys know this, but some people may not know this. Frederick T. Gates and John D. Rockefeller created the Board of Education. You know what I mean? Like they created this system so to teach you to take your kids to school, let them learn what they want you guys to learn, and that's it. So they don't teach about entrepreneurship. They don't teach you about, economics. They don't teach you about like all these. Credit. Yeah. I mean, at least back in the day, they used to teach you some life skills, like, how to cook and, clean and all this other stuff. Yeah, some type of trade. But now they just got you doing whatever in school. Because I know I was just in the public school working there several years back. So I know what they're learning. And I'm like, why are we not on to the next? Everything changes. The automobile industry changed. All these different industries change. But it seems like the education system is still the same from when I was a kid, So like, what are we doing here? Or if not worse?
Because they want us to create a nation of workers. But I'm gonna let Rick go. I'm sorry. I just had to get that out.
Right. Yeah, on point. I mean, so, we had a disadvantage. We really had a disadvantage because we allow the same people that enslaved us and that have put us in this financial position to teach our children and to teach us. And of course, they're not going to give us the information that we need to empower ourselves, to get in tune with ourselves and understand how the matrix works. They created the matrix for a reason. They're not going to teach you how to escape the matrix. They're not going to teach you these things. But luckily today, we have people who have the keys, who have found that information, and then they put it online. They put it into YouTube. They put it into books. And so now the information is at our fingertips. And so, the disparity, we have the ability to close the gap, everything that we need to be self-sufficient, to be empowered, to make sure that, this information is passed down to our children. We have it now. But now, like we talked about earlier, now they're pulling the rug from under your feet. Now people who value their wealth in the traditional financial system of dollars or the American dream, where it's, go to college, get in a debt, get a degree, get a good job, work there for 40 years and retire on your 401k, because they don't even give you pensions anymore. Pensions last for life. They took those away. With a 401k, you can run out of money. And then you find out people going back to work. But if you don't know this stuff, if you don't understand this, right, then you're at a disadvantage. And that's why it's so important that we do get properly educated and do understand the inception of this education system and what we've been learning and where we are today and how we need to change that.
For sure. And people don't understand that a 401k is a tax code. By the time they take the taxes out and the fees, you don't even have a lot of the money that you save. Like, I think between 10 and 15 years of work that you did is chopped off just from fees and taxes. So that's a lot when you just work 40 years and they're going to take 10 from you in taxes and fees. That's 40 ridiculous.
Years, you retire 40% of what wasn't enough in the first place.
That's a scam, bro. That's a scam.
Right.
There's
scam.
No way people are opting into this. How are you guys still opting into this?
Because they listening to their parents. And don't get me wrong, like I love my mom. My mom did an awesome job. She gave me a great life. But I am also smart enough to know that my mom was born in 1958. I was born in 1993. It's no way I can copy what my mom did in my adult life. We are in two totally different eras of life. Like, you can't. I don't even know why. I get it. Like, a lot of y'all have successful parents, because I have a lot of friends like that. Like, their parents were, I guess what you would deem successful. To me, I ain't gonna get into it, but because in my opinion, bro, and this is just my opinion, this is not to personally attack anybody, but if you worked for 30, 35 years, I don't look at you as successful. Like, if growing up, all I heard your parents do was complain about going to work on Monday after the weekend, how tired they were, and they can barely make your basketball games because they just so tired from work, I don't deem that success. Your whole life just got thrown away at this corporate job. Okay, you made 6 figures, but did you know what I'm saying? But you spent a lot of your life at that job. Like, it drains you. I don't look at that as success.
You know what real success is? And a lot of people think that it equates to money.
It's not, it's freedom.
It's not, it's freedom. And it's time versus money. If I can make $1 million in 2 days, and you can make $1 million in 2 years, which one would you take? Oh, I made $1 million either way. So you're not valuing your time.
Your time.
That's the real currency, time. Because you can't get it back. You can always get money back. You can't get your health back, and you can't get time back. Once your health is compromised, then you're talking about something of getting healthy again, which is harder. But if you stay healthy, you ain't got to get healthy.
Exactly. So, like, I'm watching it now. Like, even with my mom, like, because she worked so much in her young adult life, she's 65 now, and she's trying to travel and go to all these places, and it's like she's rushing because she knows soon enough I'm going to be older. I won't be able to travel because probably won't be able to walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's thinking, like, in the next 20 years, I'm gonna be 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying you can't travel when you're 80, because I do know people that travel at that age, but my mom's just thinking, like, I want to do stuff where I can move around and get around faster. Like, I don't want to have to ask for airport assistance. Like, so it's like she's rushing, and I'm happy for her because she's traveling, she's doing all those things. But I'm looking at that and I'm like, damn, I don't want to feel like I'm rushing. You know what I'm saying? I want to do it now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Healthy, while you can.
Yeah. So that's my thing with a lot of people. Like, I don't get the 401k conversation. Anytime somebody bring it up, it go in one ear and out the other. If you want to stop me from talking and get me out of a conversation, bring up the 401k. I promise I'm gonna shut up. You got it. I promise you.